Yo, what's going down, War Commander? I hope everyone's doing safe. As usual, I'm going to give a shout out to all the side chat. If I miss anyone out, I do apologise, but I can't even go to the top of the chat, if I'm honest with you. Right, so Ray, welcome, brother. Rene, as always, the real Mikey, thanks for coming along. Yaswamp, JBW, welcome, brother. Goat, by the way. Brian, welcome, bro. Let me skip down. Darren, as always. Jasper, as always. Appreciate you coming along, guys. Cheeky Monkey, love you, bro. Jimmy, welcome, mate. Carl, JB Samar, welcome, brother. Armageddon, as always, brother. Harold, Lee, ain't seen you for a few weeks, bro. Thanks for coming back. Max AA, welcome, mate. Generator, Mark. If I miss anyone out, I do apologise. Me chat just jumped on me. And WC Thunder. And everyone else I've missed out. My chat will only go so far up. Sean as well. Welcome, guys. Right, on the panel I have got tonight, we've got Snake Farm Adrian, Sir Anton Airlines, Blade, Chaotic Smoogie. We've got Forbidden Fruit. We've got the Man from Uncle, a.k.a. Gash, Evilicious, and yours truly. I think that's everyone. If you want to unmute, guys, and say hello.
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 How's it going?
Do you want me, Silly, there to go up to the chat? I can scroll up to the very top if you want.
No, that's all right, mate. I'm sure I'll catch all the rest of them that I've missed as we go on.
Perfect.
Greg, welcome. Isaac, thanks for coming along, guys. Woodchucker.
That was one.
Faith was Forbidden Fruit was just about to say something. Or was I wrong? Maybe I heard wrong.
No, but
I'm just saying hello.
Oh, sorry. I thought you was about to say something and you got interrupted. My bad.
And congrats for Forbidden Fruit for level 50.
Oh,
Congratulations,
yeah, level 50.
everybody there. Well done.
Looks sexy on you.
Thank you.
Jim Bob and Liam, welcome, guys. Thanks for coming along. Right, where do I start? I think we start on the last event. I think we need to give this the attention it deserves, really, because, well, not deserves, or maybe don't deserve. So I'm going to go through each one of the panelists right now. I'm asking you guys on the side chat if you can give me a score out of 10 for the last event, and maybe look like a paragraph of the reason why you give it a score out of 10. That would be perfect. But I'm going to start off, and I'm going to go from the bottom up this time. So it'd be Evilicious. If you can give us a score out of 10 and the reason why, please, brother.
I would give it. Is my mic hot?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I would give it a 3. And a short, brief synopsis is the building sale being offered during the event, even though it's a replay event, the building sale being offered during that. The prices on the prize store were raised up, and for higher levels, that's okay. But for people that are trying to catch up, or your new players, et cetera, those prices are unacceptable on the units in the prize store. That's just unacceptable. And then there's another reason why I gave it a 3 out of 10 is because they didn't offer us not even 20% off the coin, knowing that it's an event and a building sale at the same time. So they could have at least, gave us a little bit of a discount, considering there's 2 going on at once, a building sale and an event. And you're going to be experiencing repairs during the event, so it's going to cost repair time and coin there too. So it would have been nice if they would have gave us that. And the event, I mean, it seemed like it was the same exact event. That's why I gave it a 3. And, I mean, we could all tell they changed a few things here and there, made a few things stronger, a few things weaker, so we could tell they tweaked it a little bit. And overall, I didn't really enjoy it that much, because after being told 3 times we need 50 Nox parts, they changed it right at the last second and told us, no, that was a typo again on the part count. We need 40 this event and, whatever we need moving in the future. So I didn't even get all my 40 parts. I just played what I wanted to, and then I walked away from it and didn't buy no coin either. Thank you for letting me share.
No. You had some good points. We will be discussing the Nox further on, so I'm not going to carry on with that. Just a few more people I want to shout out to on the side chat. Sonny, welcome. G-Man, Susie, Stephen. Thanks for coming along, guys. Appreciate your time. Moving on to my next panelist will be Gash, the man from Uncle, please, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3 also. The thing that really enamoured me most of all was the alleged total reset, unlike before. So, for me, again, it just seems to be more lies. What I do feel sorry for are the lower levels, because they also changed a percentage of units in the bases, and they weren't exactly easy as such, although, yes, you could get quite easily through certain tracks, but for me it just seemed to be it was too much of a grind, and you know, quite honestly, it was boring. There was nothing good about it. It was nothing really worth going for, and I was going to mention about the Nox parts, but I know you want to bring that up. So for me, it just seems to be more lies by Kixeye, quite honestly, and that's why I'll
give it, bro?
3.
A 3, so 2 3s so far. Okay. Is that all you wanted to add, mate? Because I sort of interrupted you.
Yeah, no. Because to be fair, I was going to go on about the Nox, but I know you said you wanted to bring that up later.
Yeah,
so,
we'll be bringing that up at some point.
I just think, again, to reiterate my point, it was apparently it's going to be not like the last repeat. This is going to be a total reset, and it was absolute bullshit. There was nothing reset at all.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's my point.
Okay. Miss Forbidden Fruit, please, darling. If you've got anything you want to add.
Give it a 3. First place, they should have never buffed up the bases. And making them one hits on the ultras just sucked big time, because you can't help none of your lower level people and your members with half the bases, because they buffed them up so bad that they can't take them.
I did notice. Well, I didn't notice that, but a lot of people did. So you give it a 3. Is there anything
Even
else?
I was having trouble.
I'm quiet. Hang on, I'm quiet compared to everyone else. Bear with me.
And all right to me, to be fair.
Should be.
Don't ban on Discord.
So we.
Cheers, Lee. Thank you.
What was you saying? What was your score, Faith? Sorry, darling.
3.
So it's 3 so
Yeah,
far.
3. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Right,
And for them not to offer the gold cell was a bunch of bull, too.
She brought up a great point that I missed out of all that I pointed out, the base timer issue. I had 3 people complaining to me about the base timers because they just needed just a little extra help, and they couldn't get it. So she pointed out a great point. Thank you for saying that, Faith.
You should be able to hear me a little
No
bit better.
problem.
Better. Right, so
You sound lovely, man.
3 so far. Blade, brother.
Well, I was going to go 3, but I don't want to be a copycat, so I'm going to go 2.
You can be a copycat.
Give it the score it deserves, mate.
Yeah, I mean, all right, I'll give it a 3 again, because at the end of the day, it was just repetitive shit that we'd already done. Yeah, I know we had to get extra things. I didn't get them all. I didn't get all my 40 that I needed. But then, who knows, you know? I mean, are we going to be here much longer?
Is that your lot?
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, I've got nothing else to say about the damn game. It's doing my head in at the minute.
Yeah, I think that's across the board, mate. So moving forward, Anton, please, brother.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sort of think I'm a pretty sort of fair sort of person there, but this time it's the first event I never hit one base because I had 37 million left over from holdout, and I just went and bought everything in 5 minutes. I never hit one base, so I'll give it a 0. Not one base that I hit.
Because you got the XP from the holdout, was it not?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Lucky
37 million I had. And just 5 minutes my event was over, that was it.
Do you know what? That deserves a 10, not a 0.
No, absolute 0. I want to be challenged. I'm getting to be a wee bit more like you. I want to be challenged.
Here we go. That's what I'd like to hear. Mr. Adrian, please, mate.
Give it a 1 for the gameplay. There was that many people that experienced lag and all the issues of the game. They ended up taking hours and hours and hours of repair, all because Kixeye would not fix the issue. Not only that, it was a grind, and I mean, how are you supposed to help lower level players if Kixeye's not listening to those players as well as the higher level? Yes, we want harder bases, but also they need to think off subject of lower level players who's just starting the game.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. I agree that this one event that suits all is bad for the game. It always has been.
I felt cheated. You know what I mean? Like, that's not right. I shouldn't have got 37
To
million.
be
You know
fair,
what I mean?
Anton, you should have felt like... Actually, I would have been felt lucky.
No.
Because I'll be honest with you, mate. I ain't going to talk about my just yet. Adrian, was you finished there, mate?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Just a few more shout-outs before I move on to the next guy. I did see some more people. I think it's just Desmond, Dimano and George. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming along. Snake Farm, please, brother.
I'll give it a low score. Basically what everyone else said about the event. It's disappointing all around. I'm just a little bit distracted. I lost my password for YouTube, so.
Oh, shit.
Here.
What was your score, mate? And I'll let you get on with it.
3.
A 3 again. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was I had points. I had XP left, which was a good thing. It was a real grind to get what had to be gotten for the minimal XP that they gave you. No gold sale. I always buy some gold on an event, in spite of myself, and there was no sale, so I didn't buy any.
Damn.
That's it.
They lose out on a lot of money when they don't do a gold sale, it would seem. Right, moving on to Smoogie, bro.
I'm going to give it a 1.
Jesus Christ, you guys are brutal tonight. Go for it, mate.
Bear in mind, I didn't play it that much, but when I did play it, I was going for ultras, and when I was using the Dark Storm, and the Dark Storm wasn't doing its job. And the lag on it, and like the helicopters in the first event, you can hit them with the Asmodus. And it was taking 2 hits, so that obviously they increased the health on him, and it made it harder for the ultras. And when I was trying to do my little account, I couldn't get anywhere on any bases because I'm playing catch up on that account.
Yeah, got you.
And usually I use my big account to help my smaller account. So for that, it's a 1.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I'm just going to read out a few of these guys' scores, and then I'll get to mine. Cheeky Monkey give it a -10. Carl give it a 2. A grind again, and this is they can't get the balance right, in my opinion. The grind is always there. Infinite Time Loop, welcome, brother. If I didn't shout you out before, but you give it a 1.5. Isaac give it a 1 out of 10. Boring grind with overpowered Kixeye units. Greg give it, and welcome as well, Greg. The event for me 0, purely because I didn't get a chance to play it due to work hours. So that's not a 0 because he played it. WC Thunder 1 out of 10. Boring grind, worse than the Omega Parts grind. We will be getting to that, brother. The Nox had a better be an absolute beast of a unit. Yeah, we will be getting to that. Liam give it a 3. Woodchucker said, nice to see some cleavage on the board as well. Is welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Smoogie.
Pardon?
Yeah, thanks, Smoogie.
It was Smoogie's. Yeah, Smoogie got his tits out. Stephen give it a 2. Could only get 15 parts. Joe 2. It sucked. Jim Bob got 31 parts. JBW not bought coins for 2 months. That's something I can't boast. Mikey 4. Too much of a grind. Sean give it a 10 out of 10. He was like Anton by the looks of it. He had to do nothing. JB. I think I'll give a score before, but fuck it. JBW gave it the event repeat a 1, pure laziness. Rene 6. Ray 2. Go on, mate.
Bluto's input might be useful.
Yeah,
from what
we
he
will
said.
be getting to that very shortly. I've got to scroll down a little bit more. Susie give it a 2. Darren 3 for me was so easy. He was bored of doing it. I'm trying to find out. Animal give it a 0. Didn't bother doing it. Too many events in such a small time frame.
And another one coming up on October 6th.
Woodchucker give it a 3. Trying to find some more scores. Sonny, give it a one. One event a month is enough. One event a month is enough. Sorry, that went a one. I think that's it. I'm just scrolling down to see if I can find Blade's comment.
He said it sucks so bad he didn't even use my XP. What the fuck, Gerald?
JB Samar give it a 5. Lee give it a 4. Mark give it a 2 because I lost my peanut butter box. Sorry, my chat's skipping on me. Question is, what score would you give the game overall? Yeah, the game's going to be very low. I'm trying to find Bluto's post. I can't see it.
It's actually just a little bit further up. Just above Lee hugging.
Bluto. And this is a big problem, and I don't think it's Bluto that's the only person that's suffering with this. Izira, I have left the game, but you play and enjoy. Well, Bluto Baron, basically, he couldn't set up a tune in his base. He would set the tune up, or start to set the tune up, get a DC, and then the tune would be disbanded. And he kept on having to do this. This is for the second event he's been doing that for. And he sent the ticket, as far as I'm aware, he sent the ticket. Kixeye haven't even fucking bothered to look at the ticket and try to respond to him and try to improve his gameplay. It's like they're telling most players that have got big problems to go fuck themselves. And that's why a lot of people are walking away. The more it carries on, the more Kixeye are going to lose people. Cruise Control, give it a 0 out of 10. Tired of 2 events per month. That is actually the 3rd or 4th event if you include Warpath. I guess I'm getting to my score. Yeah, it's got to be low. I've got to stick with these guys this time. It was good the first time around. I enjoyed the event. The second time, the second playthrough, this isn't going to work, Kixeye. If this is your new event game mechanics moving forward, you're going to lose a lot of players. People don't want to do the same thing as what they did at the start of the month. We're getting bored. And it's not just that. You're trying to force us to play by adding more shit. Instead of saying this is a catch-up event, this is a way for some players that maybe couldn't play the initial event, you're going, no, this isn't just a catch-up. We're going to add a bunch more shit to it. So now you've got to play the event whether you like it or not. So I'm gonna agree with all these guys and say it's a 3. Easily a 3. Because it was a lazy, half-assed, and they did touch the event a little bit. Not a lot, but they touched the event a little bit, and that ain't a repeat event for me. That's them going, right, we're gonna give you the same event, but we're gonna make it a little bit tougher. Hopefully you don't notice it this time like you did with the one before. But for me, moving forward, this isn't. If you're looking to put a 4th event in the game, and you're desperate to do that to generate some more money, this isn't the way to do it. You're not giving anyone any fun. You're not giving anyone value for money. And the other big problem with this is if it's a repeat of the initial event, it should be a repeat of the fucking gold sale. You're fucking disgusting for fucking thinking we're mugs. It's wrong, and you're a shit show for doing it. Anyone got anything they want to add before we move forward?
Yeah, one said something,
I'm
didn't
going
he?
to go toilet quick.
Oh.
One. Yes, hello, one there. How are you?
He's put severity's error report codes invalid score, and he's just put score is bad.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are all saying the same thing. There's too many events in the same month, and come on, let's be honest. Again, we were promised that this was going to be another reset, and it wasn't.
Also, as well, is they're not giving us a chance to upgrade everything.
No.
Yeah, Basil there, I sort of agree with you in that comment there.
Yeah. The game does have potential, doesn't it? But unfortunately, it's the people running it that's causing
and
the problem.
sadly, see all you guys out on YouTube and on the panel here, every one of you has great potential to help the game, and it's just been overlooked.
Yeah, and I know you saying that, though, Anton, the other thing that Forbidden Fruit said, again, that the timer, I know it wasn't meant to be originally on the Ultra basis, that the timer kicked in, but what was so difficult? Why couldn't they just allow us 2 hits on it? Because at least we could have helped lower people come up to speed a little bit,
They don't want us to do that.
Kixeye
know,
don't
but-
realise how much other players help each other.
They just don't want
It's
us
not-
to do that, mate.
It's
No, what they
not-
want to do is they want everyone to coin.
Yes.
Also something that's really not fair to all players, fair players and coiners alike in the Discord server, is when a player asks about a coin sale during a building sale and a moderator responds with, that would be redundant to have a coin sale at the same time you're having a building sale.
Yeah,
That
but
is really
ain't moderators-
immature to say to your player base during an event.
Ain't moderators pretty much redundant now? Now everyone's clued on to what they're getting
You
paid
know,
by
people
Kixeye.
ask about that quite a bit since I came back the last 4 months. People have asked about that city, what you pointed out, that it's not just that they're doing a building sale, it's also an event too. So there should be some kind of boost there to encourage people to spend, right? During
and
a
it's logical. It's logical to put.
Yeah, like common
if you say we're doing a building sale, but we're also going to give you 20% off coins, people might think twice. I looked at that building sale and I said I had about 150 coin left out of me 500 that I put in a month, and I said I'm not buying more coin to pay for that. Now they're going to have maybe a quarter of the player base might say, okay, I'll put a little bit of coin in. But wouldn't it be better for Kixeye if 50% of the player base went, oh, it's a gold sale as well as a building sale, I might put some coin in to get a few buildings upgraded. But people ain't going to do it if Kixeye don't listen. They don't want to give the coin sale. The game isn't worth the money they're asking initially. So everyone's buying in a coin sale.
What's redundant about that there is it's the opposite. It's redundant of Kixeye not to have both them.
Yes.
Yeah, and the other
I
thing
agree.
is as well,
It is
any
redundant
XP
of
that
them.
any XP that people did buy or earn, and I'm just looking at what Stevens just said. He said, I put all my XP on tokens for upgrades. Maybe people couldn't afford the time, and they just wanted to get, like the Hyperions and Asmodeus built up, etc., etc. But the thing is that, as you said, Sidney, they're not helping themselves by doing what they're doing.
No, they're not. They're shooting themselves in the foot every step of the way. And it's not that. The way they're doing it is generating anger towards Kixeye. I guarantee the forums are going to be popping off later on tonight. We will be discussing this in a little while. But if this fix for the Commandant is a fucking nerf, and they've gone out their way to make this post about being fixed, they're going to get nothing but shit for the whole rest of the night, maybe the rest of the week. Banning players on Discord, and they have to go and make new accounts so they can fucking whinge even more. Why would a company want that? Why? I don't get how a company would want so many people complaining all the time. Surely you want to try to appease and meet the players, maybe not halfway, but somewhere along them lines. Kixeye just don't seem to give a fuck.
You would think it would be in the middle, at least in the middle.
They're just, every day I wake up and there's something fucking broken, there's another glitch, there's another bug, and you go and report it. I sent a ticket in about these 2 videos I've been posted about cheats. I'm not going to discuss the videos, but I sent it through into a ticket. I haven't got the player's ID that made the video, so I sent you have to send it through as a cheat, a suspected cheat. Well, I haven't got the ID, so if I haven't got the ID, how do I send it through as a suspected cheat? You can't. It's fucking backwards the way they work. All they had to do is say to me, we're passing this on to the team, thank you for the information.
That's all they had to say. Simple as that. That's all they had to say.
They need to pull their heads out of their rear and start listening to the
customer
players.
service isn't that hard. It isn't that hard.
They do not care about the players. They don't give a fuck. They're paying their mortgage off the back of us. Their houses are paid for. Their fucking cars are paid for off the back of us players, and they couldn't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck. I promise you, they don't care.
I had 2 people asking me, hey, can you help me with this XP challenge certain base? And I'm like, nope, I can't help you. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I cannot help you with that base. I know you worked your ass off to get to the hardest one, and you really do want the hardest one, but I can't help you. And dude said, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. And he went offline. Literally logged off.
This bollocks with them, they're pigeonholing every single player into the same fucking slot. This isn't going to work going forward. There needs to be a gap. between, right, you do this event if you can't do the big event. You've got a lower payout, but it's easier. And if you really can do it, you've got this. We have kind of got that with the Ultra Base and the main track. But now and everyone, they all put, not all of you guys on the side panel, but a lot of people point fingers at me and say, you asked for a harder event, that's your fault. I've never had a problem with the events. But my argument is, they only listen to the start of the argument, is what I'm saying. When I say the events need to be harder, but I also think that the events need to be split into two different fucking categories. There should be new players, and there should be hardcore players that want to fucking play a hardcore event. It should be split down the middle. You either do the easy event. If you pick the hard event, the hardest part of the event, you can't then go back to the easy. You fucked up. You pick the easy event until you're ready for that hard event.
Give people that option, yeah, I agree there.
Yeah, and it's not me asking for harder events. I keep saying this. This one event that suits all isn't going to work. It never is. And it fucks them for new players coming into the game, because they come in and they try to sell them a fucking blackout for 200 coin. They get this blackout pre-built, level 20. They use it in a base and it's dead. They're ripping their own... They're fucking themselves up in the same breath. They're the most stupidest company I've ever fucking seen. Sorry, guys. I'm getting fucking ranty.
Oh, we can tell. We can tell.
Bluto's just put another one in.
They also need to change the freaking upgrade times on it, because it's way too much, over 7 days or more.
Right. Moving on. The Nox. Do I go through each one of you individually?
No, I think we're probably all the same as how you
yeah, I just want to hear all of your opinions. This Nox and the parts and the bullshit that we was fed. So
about the 50 parts, remember it was only 40?
Yeah. Individually, I'm going to ask you what's your feelings about that. I'm going to start it's changed completely. I'm going to start at the top and go down. So that'd be Adrian first, mate.
Well, where do I start? The fact that they changed how many parts you can get. I mean, where's this coming from? Why can't it be get all your parts and then do it because there was no way anyone was going to get all the parts unless you had the XP from the last event, which was supposed to have been reset. But also, why aren't they on top of this in the first place? Because realistically, it should have been in the last event.
Yeah. And we get it before the actual fucking nightmare event that they're promoting it for.
Can I ask you a question, Adrian, while you're still talking?
Yep.
Would you like a fucking picture of the unit that you're working for?
Yes.
We all would like a picture of the unit we're working for.
Well, saying we've got parts, I think we're duty bound to, we're buying 40 parts for...
I was curious. Unit. I was curious into his brain what he thinks about not even having a visual representation. Like, we don't even know what it's going to be. Like, it's weird. I was curious what y'all's insight is to that, too. This new, here's the parts, but there's no pictures or nothing.
Well,
what do y'all think about that?
Realistically, what I would also like to know, again, is what does it do? Is it for air or ground? You know what I mean?
It's an infantry unit, and they've given us a load of bollocks. The actual... It was... This thing kills people like farmer kills wheat or some shit like that.
So it's a Pied... Yeah, it's a Pied Piper.
Yeah.
Basically, it's got to be a load of bollocks. Because
they don't even know themselves yet, perhaps.
It's probably not even...
Are they buying time?
Right early in the design... They're not like the old Kixeye where they'd be 6 months behind. They're actually 6 months in front, sorry, with their updates. They don't know their arse between their elbow at the minute.
Yeah, they basically put players who are starting the game now. What you talking? 3 years behind even before they've even started?
Yeah, but that's the same with any game. They do get given a boost eventually. I'm not going to knock them for that, but they do need to have especially they need to have these boosts with the upgrade, the Series 1 upgrade and all that. where you get it for free. This needs to be more regular. If a player plays for a week, give them the boost. What the fuck was that?
Sorry, it was my dog.
Your dog. What did your dog give for the score for the event?
Zero.
She gives it a 0.
Dog shit.
Anton, what's your opinion on this Nox and that bollocks that they've got out?
That's first of all, it's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. You don't know what the hell you're going to be getting. We've bought parts for something that, imagine buying something you don't know what you're getting, handing over 40 quid for it. You're going to get something, but you don't know what it is. Cloak and Dagger, get rid of it. Be out there, be open. Tell us what it is, or even, you know what I mean? There's no point going into this secrecy and all this carry on. And not getting the information right, making it 80 parts is absolutely ridiculous. Like, the amount, there's 24 million XP to get it.
Yep.
That's 40 parts. 80 parts is like, say 50 million you need. That's a lot of XP to be grinding. Like, people don't, most people would have grinded for 8, 10, maybe 12 million. They would have a successful event and get most of their units, most of their gold tech, and be happy with everything. But now the amount of time that you have to do this all there, it's just unbearable.
Just come in.
Lord Wolf.
Lovely. Hello, bro.
So that's the way there. It's just very unfortunate. I didn't have a problem buying 40 parts this time. Maybe the next time buying 30 parts or whatever we have to do, it'll be trickier for me because I play.
You go, man.
I play basically the same amount of time each event, roughly, and I don't play any more. I don't play any less, and I'll just get the XP what I get. And if I get it, I get it, and if I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Agree with you. Okay, moving on to Bluto. Blade. Hello, Blade.
Sorry. I was on
We miss you,
shower there. Bit disappointing, really, to be honest, because at the end of the day, I mean, I couldn't get all the parts anyway. A question for you quickly, Anton. Could you only buy 40 parts?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Yeah, I didn't get all the parts. I think I got 16 or something like that. I'm not sure. But why so many parts to get one unit that costs so much XP as such to be able to get these parts? I mean, 311,000, I think it was, for each part. And I mean, that's a lot for one part is a lot of XP. To be honest, I'm losing interest. I really am. I mean, I don't play the game as much as I used to. I play at different games and other games now more than ever. And I am losing interest because of the way they are running things. We had this about 3 years ago, when the events got so hard for, like you say, like smaller players. They couldn't do them. And then they changed it all around, and it was too easy for us bigger players, and it was too easy for the little players, some of the little players in the even. You know, they just can't get the damn game right.
The balance, that's the key word. Is the balance of the game.
They need testers. That's the only way they can.
They've got a load of yes men. People that are worried about, because don't forget, if you're testing a game for Kixeye, they're going to throw you a bone, so you're going to get a little bit of coin. And these testers are so scared of fucking losing their coin that they're just saying yes to everything that comes along. This is great. This mechanic's the bollocks, because they literally, if Kixeye went down, or someone from Kixeye went round their ass and took their trousers and pants and pulled them down and said blow me, they'd go yes, because they're getting that little bit of coin.
What they need is, sorry, Tilly, what they do need is people that actually build this game to actually play the damn thing.
100% needs to change at Kixeye. 100%.
And also, I want to ask another wee question there. Sorry to put in there, but do you see this Nox? When do we actually get it? Is it during the Nightmare event?
Yes.
The last 10 parts.
Last 10 parts apparently is in the Nightmare event.
Right. So it has to be a Thor build, or they've screwed us.
Oh, mate, they took the piss. If it isn't. Right, I'm going to get through the rest of the panel before we get sidetracked here. Forbidden Fruit, please, darling. I think we've lost Forbidden. Lone Wolf, the Nox. What's your thoughts on that and the parts and the amount it costs and everything else?
Oh, it's just crazy. I'm losing interest like everybody else is talking about. I'm losing interest more and more every time I open up the game. I hardly did the last event. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. I think they're going to be losing more and more players if they don't get their crap together. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this.
Okay, brother. Thank you. Snake Farm?
I don't know anything about it, so there's not really much to say, except it's the new event on the Grind Highway. It's the next piece of the puzzle.
Okay, fair enough. Gash?
Okay, I'm back now.
Let's just go with Gash first.
I likewise, like everybody else's feelings. We don't know anything about it. We don't know at the end of it what is the build, i.e. is it a Thor build? Is it going to be 90 days? You know, who knows? And to be honest, we've been lied to it from the start. So what's really the truth at the end of it? I genuinely don't know. And to be quite fair, I only got 30 of the 40 parts. And I kind of refuse to keep grinding. For what? For something we know nothing about. Exactly. It's not been documented. And I think, as Anton said, why all the cloak and dagger? Just come out with it. If you haven't got a unit to put out, then don't promote it. Simple as that.
Yeah, I can't say
If I just interject something here.
Of course you can.
We're working for a Rhino. We have to get parts in an event. We're doing shadow ops to get parts for the Wart barge. And we're working on parts to get a Nox. So there's 3 units in limbo right now.
Yep.
That we have to play events and shit and do stuff for.
Information about, if you think about the Rhino, we've sort of got the old Rhino tank, so we can take a little bit off that. If you look at the war barge, we've actually got a picture of the war barge.
Yeah.
But then you look at the Nox, there's nothing. But we're expected to go and buy 40 parts for a unit we know 0.
Plus next event. There's new units coming out. I can't even say the Jesuaries or something. I don't know what they're called.
The Jesuits. I think it's a copy of something along them lines.
Is that what it is? So they're monks wearing black hoods. Okay.
Right. I'm going to just go back a little bit to Forbidden Fruit, please, darling. Your thoughts on the Nox and the parts, or your negatives, your positives, whatever you feel.
It was negative because I was grinding, just couldn't get into it, and I think I only got like 10 parts, and I just was not into it. It was just too hard, even at level 50, because I've been sick and out for a long time, so my units, a lot of them are all lower level, but still I didn't play very much of it, and the rest of the time I just left.
It's sad. Right, I think we've got one more before me.
Okay.
Didn't I say Smoogie? 2 more.
No, you didn't. No, you missed
Smoogie,
it.
sorry, bro.
Tut.
Yeah, my bad, mate.
He's sitting in the dark.
The thing about it, right, obviously, I managed to get all the parts on my big account because I had XP from the last event that I didn't spend. So I managed to do that. But on my little account, I didn't get no parts because I couldn't do any bases. And like everyone else is saying, obviously, we don't know what it looks like. So it's going to be quite hard, to be honest. It's going to be even harder for me on my lower account because I'm going to be playing Mega Catch-Up on a new unit that I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, that's you know...
That's the hardest part, I think.
To prioritise your upgrading as well, what's it going to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're not giving us enough time to upgrade stuff. Especially me with my lower account, that's like well over like 10-year-old. So I'm playing catch-up anyway, and that's quite hard.
Yeah.
Plus, they're not giving us any leeway to help other players. So they're going to lose a lot of players anyway who couldn't do now.
Oh shit! Here goes the neighbourhood.
Hello, Ricky.
What happened to the bodyguard we had at the front door?
Fuck yeah.
Smokey, is that all you wanted to add?
Yeah, you paid him off.
That's all I'm going to say about it, mate, to be
Right,
honest.
I'm going to move on to Evilicious then, please, brother.
Basically, just rehashing what y'all already said. They told us 3 times in black and white in posts and forums and updates and threads, 50 parts. You're going to need 40 this time, 10 next time. They told us 3 different times in different areas and sections of the game forums, Discord servers. That's not true. Then we don't even have a picture, like a little graphic like everybody was saying, and I asked Adrian about to share his opinion, and Anton shared about that too. There's no graphic to see. There's no insight. There's no motivation or encouragement to work for that unit if we can't see like a little something. Even if it's a 1D picture, it doesn't have to be animated, just a picture of the unit they have in mind or something. And then, yeah, Snake Farm, he touched on the other thing that I was going to wrap up with is technically we've got the Janissary, we've got the War Barge, we've got the Nox, we've got the Rhino, and we're just now getting our Hyperons and Commandants up there. A lot of people are still lower level, but majority of us have gotten ours pretty high up there, if not maxed. But a lot of people are still working on those units. So Snake Farm pointed out an excellent fact. It's actually 5 units. It's 6 if you count the Commandants and the Hyperons. So we do have a lot of stuff, and that's not even counting stuff like the Fireteam Delta, the new motorcycle, the Jury. Yeah, I mean, we do have a lot of content right now, so it's like a content overload. But I don't want to beat it dead horse, so go ahead and run with it, Brother City.
Okay. Icky, your thoughts on the Nox. Let's not talk about Tetley Teabags, though.
Just red.
Your thoughts on it, yeah.
Well, let's say for a unit, what might turn out to be like the bleeding Bob. I don't think it's worth all the fucking XP, is it?
Yeah.
They're going to give it everyone. They're going to give it everyone, aren't they? Is it gonna be any good? Is it gonna be not? But
a little bit of information would have gone a long way.
They've got it fucking wrong this time. They got it pure wrong.
There isn't even no specs for it.
No, and that's
they don't know what they're building.
Hang on,
guys.
Let Icky finish.
This he just said it's hit the nail on them. They're still what fucking knobhead said, Adele. Or they're still building it. They're still creating it. So hang on a minute. So we're getting part for something what's not even fucking been made. You work that one out.
Yeah.
It's a pre-order.
Fucking bastards. That's what I fucking think. They know exactly what they're bringing out. They're just going to shaft us like they have fucking done fucking every bastard year.
Is that it?
It'll come out.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to move on to...
Yeah, it's fine. Move on.
Chad, please, brother. Your thoughts on the Nox and this 50 parts, now 80.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't even bother getting my 40 parts. I got 25.
Well, I need more than I got.
I had no motivation to do the event. It's a major grind. I mean, I didn't suffer any more damage than the last one. I actually, flew through the ultra bases pretty easily. As far as the Nox goes, there was a post I saw in forums. A moderator said they are finalizing the Nox, so nothing's finalized yet. So that's why we don't have a picture, nothing on it. So we're buying into pipe dreams, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Smokes and mirror.
And as far as the event goes, I gave it 1.5.
Perfect, cheers, brother. My thoughts on the Nox is... Actually, I'm going to give a few more shout-outs. David, thanks for coming along, brother. JBW said he didn't even bother getting... I think he got 25 parts. Just get past it. Welcome, Michelle. Chikao, as always, brother. Thanks for coming along. Twiggy, appreciate your time. Carlos Viselli, thanks for coming along. We will be getting to the patch notes, mate. Nutcracker, as always, brother. If I miss anyone out, I do apologise. Ruby Doogie, thanks for coming along. And I think that's about it all. I think I'm just mirroring what everyone else says about the Nox. It's a unit. They must have had an idea. They can't have just said, look, right, we're making this unit called the Nox. Put it into a patch note. They must have had an idea, a brain fart, whatever you want to call it. They must have had some sort of idea what it was like. The first thing you do when you introduce a new unit is you come up with some graphics, or at least a working bit of art of what the Nox is, even before you give it any attributes, any DPS, any health. So surely the guy doing the art, and the guy doing the art on this game is probably one of the best fucking people working at War Commander, because the artist on this game, or the artists, are fantastic. They come up with some fucking shit hot stuff. They sell the game more than what fucking Drake does, more than what the fucking team actually making the game does. But yeah, to buy into something that we've got literally no information about, zero, and then asked to grind out 311,000 XP per fucking part. There has been no unit that's come out previous to that. I was
going to ask you that. Sorry to interrupt there, but has this ever happened in this scale before?
No.
So it's not getting any better.
You know, even if you look at the mega bases, they're 80 parts, but it wasn't one. It's never been one at a time. You always got a chance to get a 2, a 3, a 4.
That's another thing
5,
I was going to say.
7.
So does that mean obviously we have to get 50 parts? Is it going to be elite straight away?
80 parts, brother.
Really?
No, I guarantee it's not even going to be elite straight away, and I guarantee it's not even going to be a free build, a Thorian build like Heroes. I guarantee it. Kixeye fucking. If you just look at the way the game's gone the last couple of months, and you eyeball the stuff that they're putting out, and you look at the cost of some of the stuff. I don't know about a max level screamer, but my screamer at level 13 or 14 is still over 3 hours to repair. If you look at that new missile they put into the game, the solar, 8 days, 8 hours, and then
has anyone tested it yet?
Yes,
nope, I'm still building mine.
I've got a video up. and then you look at this new unit they're putting in, and this is a quote unquote. This is going to help you in the Halloween event. Is basically what they said on the update for it. So it's only really good for one event. 80 fucking parts bought one at a time at 300,000 XP a pop.
And
you can
also,
see where the game's going. Instead of saying, why are we bleeding so many players? Well, how can we stop these players leaving the game and going to play other things? Instead of questioning that, they're saying, how can we fucking bleed more money out of the players that are still here? And this is where Kixeye are going to fail. They're going to fail. So, this game's going to fail.
Question for you. So, say it is a Thor build, okay? That would be a nice move.
I guarantee it won't be.
Right, so say it is a Thor build and we all get the parts and build it, okay? We'll need 3,100,000 straight away, so... It'll only be level 1.
Exactly.
It'll be level 2, maybe going on level 3 towards the end of the event, so it's not going to be all that.
You just got to watch the way the game's being played out right now. The first step was that missile. 8 days to build. 365 coin, if you wanted to coin it. Then you look at the Screamer. They introduced the Screamer with its extra levels and new tech. Well, as soon as you got the previous units that got the extra levels to elite, they went to an hour repair time. Mm-hmm. The Screamer hasn't. So there's another indicator where Kixeye are going to go with this game. And then if you look at this, the new unit we're getting, and the 80 parts that we've got to buy through playing the event, instead of doing a base to get the parts.
It should have been a base, I think, City.
It could have been a base. There was no reason for them not to put a base out on the map. It could have been done outside of the event as well.
Correct.
You know, and the base could have been a tricky base. It could have been quite tough. But if they give us a couple of days a week to do this fucking base,
aye, you could maybe do 3 or 4 every day up to the event
and get part of the event. It didn't need to be, and to actually leave the last 10 parts to the event that this unit is for, is a fucking class clown move. This is someone that don't give a fuck about the players. They don't care about us.
Say they do, but they really
don't. They don't give a fuck. They're greedy,
they like
fucking
your money.
Arrogant, fucking stuck up their own fucking arse, blowing each other in the office. Scumbags. And that's all they do is this is a good idea. Come here, I'll suck your dick for that idea. That's all they are. They're fucking cocksuckers. The lot of them. And they're proving it time and time. Sorry, mate. Go on. I've got to shut up.
No, it's
I'm going to go to the toilet.
Not to mention, like, we know that this nightmare event's probably going to be like a Friday to a Monday, so you'll have like 3 days for the event. Whatever they put out, if it's structured like our monthly event, or if it's going to be another holdout or something completely different.
See, that's the information, the basic information that you should be giving out weekly, daily. You know what I mean? Somebody should ask that question on Kixeye Discord to see if we get a reply.
Well, what does the chat think about everything?
Go ahead, sorry, Smithy.
What does the chat think about everything?
What do you think about this new Nox NOx unit? What do you think it's going to be?
I think Lee mentioned that Nox was nitric oxide, meaning it's going to be a fast ground unit. That was the interpretation of it earlier.
Yes, but I think it's going to be an infantry, I think.
Yeah, that's what he more or less said.
Well, Nox and NOS, nitrous oxide laughing gas. And maybe that's a very...
Nox
that's more like it.
In Greek mythology, Nox is a goddess of night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the laughing gas was a better one because they're making us fucking laugh, that's for sure.
Basically, they might as well feed us laughing gas because it is a joke. Right.
The next event is 6 days, isn't it?
October 6th.
Yes, next week, Thursday.
Yeah,
just a week away. 7 days today.
Right.
So we'll be getting our third. Actually, no, they posted that in the.
They haven't even updated the calendar, have they?
On the 30th, there is nothing on the 30th. Apparently, nothing spawns.
Bollocks.
Should be the new Shadow Ops.
Should get Shadow Ops. We maybe should get some fire tech for some of our newer units. Why are they giving us fire tech for one fucking event is beyond me, but that's probably what they're going to end up doing.
Remember last time the fire tech didn't fucking work? You could do it with normal fucking stuff.
Yeah, it didn't make no difference. It never has, really. It never has.
The good thing about it, if you got the fire stuff, fair enough, you've got it. Because if you haven't, because a lot of people didn't have the other fucking tech for the normal shit anyway. So if they got fucking fire tech mixed with the normal tech, Bob's your uncle.
Right.
And Fanny's a dirty word.
Put that into the update notes.
Shall I get on with the update notes?
Yeah, I would.
So we've got the release notes, 12.9 release notes, posted by my best mate, Kixeye Drake, the dickhead. The following changes and fixes have been applied to September 29th, Thursday, September 29th at 10 a.m. PDT. Events, Operation Dead Heat. Matuto has returned. Now older, wiser, and more dangerous. It seems his goal is collecting thorium. But can it be that simple? This event will debut the Series 2 unit, and I apologise before I say this because I'm probably not going to be able to say it right. The Survivor Solar. Why? They always try to use these stupid fucking buzzwords. Just say it's the Janissary. It's not a solar, not a fucking magnetic fucking bullshit. Just say it's the Janissary. Sorry. Rescue.
Wait there. I think City needs a minute just to rant.
Mate.
No, it's because solar's the new buzzword.
It is the new buzzword. It's solar is putting in. What they're doing is they're trying to trick us. This is manipulation 101. The solar, and then we think about the solar missile, and then we think, oh, maybe we should build a solar missile, and it's it's that process of getting into people's brains.
But solar's all the big thing now. Solar energy.
Yeah.
Yes, they're trying to move us to green energy. It's just like the.
It's called buzzwords, and Kixeye bleed blood buzzwords fucking weekly. There's no need for it. Just say it's the Janissary.
They don't pay my electric bill.
No, they don't. They broke my computer the other day, and they ain't going to foot the bill for that either. Rescued at a young age from the Sentinels. The Janissaries...
Anton will like that.
Were trained to survive to serve the survivors as elite snipers. So basically, it's a reincarnation of the marksman. Using their arguments as an advantage, they can engage at ranges, whatever it fucking is, at ranges unheard of by other units. So it's going to be, this unit's going to be about a 300 range, and at level 20 it jump to 750.
Oh, they'll nerf it.
And then they'll nerf it. At level 10, the Janissary gets a 50% damage buff to unique units, as well as a 10% less damage taken while stationary. At level 20, has a 50% reduction in charge time and takes 20% less damage while stationary. In addition to the Janissary, you'll also be able to earn gold tech for Dismatches. Oh, fuck me. And another buzzword they're trying to use. Who can pronounce that?
What's that? Well, sorry, what am I looking at here?
Mentiol. I don't know. Whatever that fucking says.
It's Damascene Metallurgy.
Yep, which increases range by. I told you, fucking increases range by 75%. The variant tech for the Janissary is a bus gun, a bus gun, which greatly increases splash size and removes its projectiles targeting tracking. So you won't hit the target you fire at.
We'll get that unit. It'll be 650, and what that tech.
Maybe like the Proton then.
25.
That sounds of things.
Unnecessary. Damascene Metallurgy. Sounds like something straight out of the movie Dune.
Damascene is a reference to Paul the Apostle on the road to Damascus. There you go.
This will also be the 5th event to feature the Perseus set to gold base. The Perseus are mega levels and 2 pieces of Perseus silver tech. As well
Why
as
do we need more stuff for the Perseus for?
Well, it's just the way they've been going with the new. I prefer it this way than having a big. We're getting the uniques. We need to get the uniques to 30 quicker. So 5 events is good with me. As well as the second piece of tech for the new factionless unique, the Rhino. And this starts on the 6th of October. October used to be fucking pure fucking zombies. Mm-hmm. And now we've got a bunch of bellends that work at Kixeye that worry about a fucking storyline. More than they worry about entertaining the players. They worry about this little shitty fucking thing that's in the bottom right of your fucking. When you hit a base that pops up this shit that no one fucking reads. Because if I asked anyone, if someone says they read it, if I asked you a question, what happened, I guarantee you won't even fucking remember. Rather than do a fucking thing that the players all like, they'd rather give us this little shitty pop up and make it so the base spawn where you spawn in the base, you spawn underneath that fucking pop up, and you're getting hit. You're getting hit on fucking spawn because Kixeye are a bunch of wank stains.
Hey, where the hell's our fucking October calendar? We should have it today. Well, we'll get it tomorrow or Monday. Yeah. Lazy bastards.
Yeah, they are lazy. Briefing will be available on the 5th.
It's working as intended.
You guys want to discuss about this Janissary, the reincarnation of the
that unit? You know the way it's getting buffs from being stationary for 1 second. Does that apply in bunkers?
Who knows? Kixeye.
Is there a picture of it?
It probably don't even fire in bunkers until level 20 or some shit.
No picture of the Janissary, no picture
does it even shoot at air?
No,
because it doesn't say anything about shooting at air.
It's 3 units we don't have pictures of.
Yeah, they can describe something, yet they can't put a picture of it.
Yeah. I'm not worried. The Janissary, they give us a good idea of what it is. But what they haven't done is the last 2 infantry we've got needed to be level 20 to hit air. So this is these hit air at level 1. Why is there no information about that? You know, it's just it's simple stuff that they can put into this briefing that can make the players more interested. It's simple. But
Animals just said, but look on the bright side, day off from game on the 30th.
There's nothing on the world map, literally nothing, just the players' bases. Right, moving on. This is the big one. Commandant. The Commandant stats will be slightly changed to improve is the key word here. Its performance. Its clip size at level 1 is changing from 1 to 3. I believe it's got a 3 clip size anyway. Fire rate to 10. Reload time to 39. Overall change in its DPS, is that damage per shot or damage per second, to 34,169. While this change is small, it will overall improve the performance of the unit on a technical level. I think they're talking shit, but go for it, guys.
That 34 million, that's at level 1, I'm led to believe.
There's 2 different DPSs, though. There's damage per second, and then there's damage per shot. It's what one they go with is whether it's been nerfed or not.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be like the fighter company, and it's going to be nerfed.
Yeah. At least this time they've told us. You know, with the fighter
Still
company,
don't make it fucking right though. Yeah, but I hear you there.
at least they've told us. At least they've been honest. They're gonna, and they've not been honest because they've told us they're improving it. Which, if they're not improving it, they're lying scumbags anyway. The Discord's going to blow up tonight. If the unit is nerfed, the Discord's going to go on overdrive.
That's more banhammers.
Yeah, more people getting removed from the Discord basically because they can't be honest. I hope they're making it better. I hope they're going to make this unit better and improve it massively. But I know Kixeye too well. They're going to shit on us.
To be honest, there's many people actually use the new unit.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it.
Right.
And if they fuck it, man, I'm going to be mad.
To be honest, I very rarely use it.
No, it's a great unit, man. Trust
I
me.
started using it. It's good.
Yeah.
I use it to do shadow up bases on Ruby.
It whoops ass. It whoops ass.
Hey, me baby.
Unless you
Kixeye,
Go on.
they'll end up nerfing it like they do everything else.
We know this. We know this is Kixeye's way of saying we're improving this unit, but we're not really. We're fucking you.
Do you think is it overpowered?
No.
No.
Because at the end of the day, if you look at every single unit that's come out in the last 2 years, it's had to have more power than the previous unit.
Yeah.
And that's how Kixeye works. Go on, mate.
Their event bases are getting harder, so you need a unit that can actually go in and outrange things and do things. So I don't know, that's how I look at it.
With event bases, they need to make stuff work properly as it's intended to.
Why hasn't the Asmodeus been nerfed yet then?
Shut it.
No, because, listen
at some
to the logic. People are still coining the Asmodeus. Not 100% of the players are sold on the Asmodeus. So they need to keep them coining for the Asmodeus. With this unit, they've probably seen a decrease in people coining it. As soon as a unit peaks in the coin cost, the unit goes over that peak and starts dropping down. Kixeye then throw out a little nerf for that unit. It was the same for the fighter company. It was the same for the Claymore. It was the same for the Crucible before it. The Ronin before that. There's units that you just got to look at from the previous from Kixeye. Everything they've done, the Claymore, absolute fantastic unit. If you knew how to work the bug, whatever you want to call it, they never come out and said it was a bug. But if you knew how to work it, this unit would flat half a base. Same for the Crucible. If you knew how to use the bug that they never actually come out and said was a bug. Soon as these units started being where the coin would drop off, Kixeye was like, we're fixing them. They're getting fixed. Same as the fighter company. Soon as the coin started going down the other way, instead of going up, it was going down. Less people were coining every month. We need to put a fix out. That's facts. I'm spitting facts here.
The Emodius won't get nerfed until after they bring out the Omega parts for it.
Yeah, Emodius, they're still trying to sell. They're trying to sell to the players.
Hello, Stuart.
Welcome, Stuart.
Oh, brother. How's Stuart?
We are alive, Stuart.
Apologise to the side chat, guys. I've kind of fucking lost track where I am. I'm steaming from the air rolls about the way Kixeye are bringing this game about. And I haven't been reading that. I think we got Cobra.
He needs one big rant. That's what he needs.
You were down to the bug fixes. That was the next move.
General fixes and improvements, and the players unable to scrap missiles fixed. Something
Allegedly.
that they broke about a month ago.
Allegedly fixed.
Allegedly.
I have a questions. What bugs are in the game? This is for the panel and for YouTube land. What bugs are in the game that really annoy you that have not been fixed? Mine is the Tesla tower.
No.
What?
Go on. Go on. Whoever's talking.
That was Anton.
Yeah,
My biggest problem is when I'm putting a tune together, and then my game just locks up.
It connects. Yeah, I've had that.
And I think players like Bluto and other players like him, they're getting this lock up every time they try to put a platoon together.
Yeah.
Kixeye won't read their fucking their tickets, and see that there's a lot of players that they're actually leaving the game now. It's a shame because Bluto, I believe, is 100% gone. He's gone. He's done. He's finished. He's had enough.
That's an absolute disgrace. I just want to pick up on that point there. A loyal, friendly, nicest person you ever met in your life, and that there had never done anything bad or said anything bad in chat or anything. And he quit the game and done it in such a way that he cannot physically ever return unless he makes a new account.
Deleted the game completely.
He's done. He's changed all the passwords. He's made them random passwords. He's done. And you know what? I can't blame him. Everyone says you need to keep coming back, and I was quiet on the matter. Because I cannot tell the guy to come back when Kixeye have shit on him. Every fucking event for the last 2-3 months.
There's a question that the one has brought up. Why is the rank 5 missile bastion not fixed yet?
Because it's visual.
Yeah, that's only visual.
The Tesla actually works, is that right?
I've never seen it work, mate. It should stop a clump. It should. Level 5 Tesla tower should stop a clump of raptors from firing.
Yep.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't with me anyway. They still land their targets.
It's a shame. It is a shame, and it's like for every fucking week we there's something good that happens with Kixeye. There's 10 things that go wrong, and they're not willing to acknowledge it. I'm worried about this fix for the Commandant. I'm really worried about it because I don't think it's a fix. I think it's Kixeye telling lies once again and trying to make everyone go, well, we did say. The forum's going to go, I'm going to log on. I've actually got the Discord. If I go here, I can... Oh, no.
Yeah, it's been down for over an hour. They're messing with it right now.
Yeah, they're fucking it. They're fingering the Commandant.
Yep.
Don't make
we need to do this. Make sure we don't fuck up. And guess what, Kixeye? You fuck up every time.
Yes. Samad, the damage level, I think one was 16 or 17. The damage was close to 20k. If it's damage per second, it was 100,000. If it was damage per shot, it was 20k. It depends what Kixeye change in that within them two, that bracket, because they use two different types: damage per second, damage per shot. If it's damage per shot, Kixeye have done something good. If it's damage per second, Kixeye have fucked us.
Well, I just looking here in the War Commander Discord. A level 1 Commandant has DPS now, whatever that one is. There is 100,800.
Yeah, level 1.
They're going to bring it down to 34,000.
No. Now hover over that. You've got to hover over the DPS. There's two different DPSs in the game.
Oh, yes. It depends what one they're.
It depends what one
from.
they change to as it's any good. Welcome, Crazy Insane Alien, CIA. Welcome, Chew Trust, me go. Simard, thanks for coming along. Adam, welcome, brother. If I miss anyone out, I do apologise, guys. I appreciate all your time. We all appreciate it. We wouldn't be the people we are. We wouldn't be able to do these streams if you guys wouldn't come and listen to us. Gambo as well. Is there anything you guys want to bring up before we call it? I'm out of ideas, so...
I'll just announce that I finally had a response to my ticket.
How many days was it?
It was 21 days.
Is that a new record?
It's got to be close.
No, mine's
Apparently not. Someone on here has got one over a month in the
I
side
had
chat.
30, yeah, and I'll tell you, Sean's posted that he's had a ticket in for over 6 months.
6 months.
Go away.
That's what it says.
Just let that guy who's been waiting 6 months. That's
Kaboom.
Porno, not Kixeye.
Kaboom, WCFSF. Welcome, brother. Thanks for coming along, mate. Chappie, my dog ate my pot.
Oh,
And
my
Mark.
dog, how you doing there?
Yeah, loads of
That's
people.
funny. That's funny. I like I told you guys, on a regular Discord, I sent a ticket complaining about abuse of power by a mod, and I got answered the very next day.
Maybe we need to put the heading of that every time and we'll get it done quicker.
Silly, what did you say the damage per shot was on the old Commandant?
Mine level 18 was close to 20,000 per shot.
Damage per shot, 21,900.
Not second shot.
Well,
Damage.
damage per second is 2,100 at level. Hang on.
Hang on, I'm going to load the game up.
Mine's
21,900 damage per shot at level
Still
18.
I didn't want to
Still
say
says
something.
size 1.
That's the level 12. 2,100.
One person,
Look at 'em.
please.
The clip size still says 1. Your DPS is 131,418.
Adam, my chat ain't closed, bro. Right, let me have a look.
Mine's 21,900.
Same here.
Yours level 18 as well?
Yes, they are. Going to 19.
They've
So
actually
don't go-
increased it. They've increased it slightly. I don't think they've touched it, if I'm honest with you.
No.
Said, I just hope that Kixeye put their pants back on.
Yeah.
I don't think
And
they've touched it. I think they've backed away from it.
Probably
Armageddon,
that's what they shouting about it.
level 16, 21,000.
Anybody have a level 1?
Mine's level 7.
I have got a picture of a level 1. If someone's got a level 1, bear with me.
Even on my other account, I think it's a level 2 or 3.
No, I've got a level 1 on my other
I've got the
account.
picture of the level 1 here.
Little secret, y'all, when y'all see that red server overload, just click on the refresh button like 5 times at the top really fast and then let go of it. And then let go of it, and it'll let you in the game.
Level 1 before the nerf was, or before the nerf, whatever it was 16,800 or 100,800 damage per shot. 16,800 per. Sorry, I got that wrong. 16,800 per shot. DPS per second was 108,000. That's level 1.
Yeah, man's health is 560,000, range 550, DPS 100,800.
Did they
Also
not,
there,
did they
and the
not put it
sizes.
into the gear store?
Mr. Uncle, a question there from Mark Brown. Said he might want to hear this.
Yeah, he's put, Silly, when you send in everyone here their Christmas gift of 500 gold.
Yeah, it'd be in the post.
As soon as he has
I've sent
1,000 people watching one of these streams, he'll gladly send everyone
I've
5
sent
gold.
it to Santa Claus, and he's going to get back to all of you guys.
And we want 1 million
bet he
thumbs
will.
up.
No,
Yeah,
we
so-
want a new picture of you with a picture of your favourite unit over your privates. There you go.
So it looks like they didn't touch the Commandant. So let's see if they actually touched it and go do base.
Apparently, Animals just said Gambo has put a picture of level 15 before the downtime in our Discord general chat.
Bear with me. So much shit I've got to wade through.
Yeah.
No, Gambo didn't
Well-
put a picture up, mate.
While you're waiting,
I think we're going to call it, mate. There's nothing we
I
can
just
do.
want to bring up the letter C.
Or cookie.
It makes sense because the Commandant is a letter C also. communication, consistency, and confidence.
I thought it was cunt. When you said the level, let's say, I thought you meant cunt.
I'm not even going to grace that with a comment.
Thanks very much there for that there, Adam there. Yeah, saying thank you very much for your work.
Yeah, cheers, bro. Thank you. Right, guys, I think we're going to call it. I'm going to go with the shout outs. Bear with me. Right, I'm going to start. Actually, I'm going to let Anton run this one tonight. Give each one a. You know what you got to do, bro.
Yeah, no bother there. Right, we'll start off here. Not Mr. Blade. What part of the world are you in there? I know you're in your lorry. Where are you at? You got out of Wales there, I heard.
Yeah, only just. They let me out for a change. I'm in Wiltshire at the moment.
Good man.
Well, I'd like to take this little bit of time to say thank you to you guys, because you're the only guys that's really kept me in it on the side panel and the side chat. You're the only guys that have really kept me in this game at the minute, because I am that disappointed with what's going on. I just really don't have the interest.
It's nice to hear you say them words, but it's not nice to hear you say them words, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand totally, and I don't want to give it up. I've been playing from day dot, like, you know what I mean? I've been playing for 11 years. There's a guy in Discord right now, Outlaws. Hello, brother. I've been playing with that guy for 11 years. You know, there's lots of people I've known for 11 years who actually still play the game, and yet they're all the same people that are trying to say, look, you know, I've lost interest. Kixeye are not making it interesting no more. So,
yeah. And I totally agree with you there, Blade, because you see, if it wasn't for the Discord and previously Hangouts and the YouTube, you'd be a solo player on your own with your own tag, and you wouldn't even PvP.
It would be too boring. People wouldn't be able to cope with being on their own too long because it is so boring. But anyway, like, you know, keep your chins up. Hopefully it'll get better. Hopefully this new updates or whatever, and this new Nox or whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen, and hopefully things get better. I've got my fingers crossed. I still play the game at the moment, and probably will continue to put my nose in every now and again, even if I gave it up. But I don't think I will. I'm too long in the tooth. It's just I'm going to do less and less and less hours on it.
Yes, thanks. Wise words as well there. Mr. Smoogie.
Just normal, usually. Obviously, I know people have got times are hard, games stressful as it is. But obviously, just think of if you ever feeling down and low, just reach out. There's no harm in obviously being low, but just don't do anything silly, and just talk. That's all I can say.
And do you know what there, Chris, on over this past, sorry, your real name there, but this last 2-3 months there, you know, you've helped quite a lot of people there in our wee chats and that there, so thank you for that there. You know, it's actually helped me as well, so it has.
The thing about it, we're all human at the end of the day. No. We all make mistakes, but there's no harm in talking. Even if you just want, like I say, if you just want to rant at someone, just rant away, like City.
You need a wee rant there. But nice words as well there. Thank you, sir. Also,
yeah, but thank you.
Miss Forbidden Fruit, again, congratulations on your level 50. Hard work. Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to say thank you, City, for having me on the panel, and everybody on the panel. Y'all are amazing guys. Everybody in the side chat, thank you for coming on City's channel, and see you around on the map.
Nice words there, and kind words as well. Thank you. Mr. Icky.
What? Oh.
There. Right, that's enough. Okay, that's enough shout-outs. Right, next.
Fuck you. Cheers, panel, for coming along. Cheers, side chat, for coming along. Jim Bob, go fuck yourself as usual. No, I will not be in my orange all weekend, so anyone in Chester tomorrow, beware, because I'm going out to Chester for the day.
Well, you make sure and have a good night there and that there, and thanks. Nice words as well. Mr. Lone Wolf, how you doing there, buddy?
Hey, well, thanks, Side Chat. We love you on YouTubers, and thanks to the side panel, and thanks, City, for letting me come in late. Apologize for that, but hey, everyone, you guys keep it safe out there and be good, and like I always say, keep your powder dry.
Perfect. Thank you very much. That's your wee catchphrase there. We like it. Mr. Google himself there. He's a fountain of knowledge. Mr. Snakefarm.
I want to say the most important C in War Commander is the community. It's the community that keeps this game going, and it's the community that keeps us going. So thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
That's her petrol, so as they keep the engine burning. You're right. Stuart, your shout-outs there.
Yeah, very good to hear you all again, and I'll catch you next time. I'm sick, man. I'm really sick.
Yeah, well, get better soon there, not there.
Yep, no worries. Catch you guys.
Cheers. Sure. And the Ginger.
Just a shout out to you guys, Jew City for hosting. To the people on YouTube that came out to watch and listen to us go off. Shout out to you, Kixeye, for trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Good job, guys.
See, okay. Mr. Uncle, thanks again there for all your contribution there tonight there and previous shows there, doing a top job. Top job.
Always a pleasure. I just want to say thank you to everyone on the panel, Steady for the invite, everyone in YouTube land for the great questions and stuff, and okay. I do think Kix is trying to pull the wool over our eyes, but let's not let them beat us. Let's keep at it. Yeah, I know the game can be a grind, but you know what? We wouldn't be all here together as a community if they weren't there creating the problems for us, and it's, I suppose, what keeps us going. But yeah, no, have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe.
Nicely said. Evilicious.
Thanks, City, for putting on another great show. Thank you for allowing us to be here and share our feedback. The feedback that is generally, from what I see from chat, expressed by other players. So sometimes the things that we say, they're being mimicked before we even say them ourselves normally in this chat. So I appreciate everyone that comes out also to listen to us, mimic their feelings and their feedback out to the community, to the players, to the company. It's important that companies hear the way you feel as a player, because if they don't hear the way that you feel, they'll never know the truth. They can read forums, they can read the Discord server, but if they never hear what you feel truly as a player, they'll never know. So I just want to say thank you for everyone, including Faith, for coming on and sharing her feedback, and, you know, putting a foot down for the female community too, putting a voice out there for the women, saying, hey, this is my feedback, I want to share this too, this is how I feel. So thank you everyone for coming out, and cheers.
Nicely said there, Evil there. I'll just give my wee shout out as well there. Again, City there, thanks. City's going to post the Discord link. You should come in to the chat there, guys, and dolls there, and that, especially more dolls. I would like more females to come in, because it's well run. Nobody's cheeky or making suggestive remarks and that there. You know what I mean? It's a good wee gang that we have there and that there. You know, and City runs it like one hit and you're gone. You know what I mean? That's it. You know, and thanks to the panel, you know, and the newer sort of people have come along and they've taken up different roles and that there. Fair play to you. You've done very well. YouTube land again, a lot of new names in there, so that's good to see. And I still pray for your Ukraine. I don't pray so often there, but I still say we pray the odd time. And everybody, keep it classy out there.
Before you got one thing before everyone goes, right? What Anton just said then is correct. There is none of this shit in the Discord. Everyone is friendly. We don't do all that crap. We don't talk down to anyone or talk up to anyone. We're all equal in there. Any women are welcome to join. Any men, anyone's welcome to join. We're there for have fun.
Unless Calder killing you at all.
And nice words as well, okay, and you are correct. And we'll just leave it to the main man. He is the main man that keeps us all together and that there. So is there. So
The master of ceremonies.
The master of ceremonies is right there.
Italy tea.
I appreciate the kind words,
I
guys.
just bought yesterday, wanker.
I appreciate the kind words, guys. Without you guys, there would probably be no live show. But that's God's honest truth. If there wasn't people coming and backing me up in what I say, not necessarily agreeing, but backing me up, being part of the shows, being part of the streams. If people stop watching tomorrow, there is no live show. So everyone that comes along, everyone that's a part of it is part of that family. We're intertwined in some way. And it's great to see every single time we go out, we discuss. All right, sometimes I can get fucking mad over shit that don't really matter, but I think that's entertainment. And these guys are the same. They can bring up stuff that they get mad about. It's a shame to see so many of some of the closest people I'm with in the game right now looking other directions. It's all on Kixeye, guys. It's 100% on Kixeye. It's down to them to start to change the tide.
Their culture.
It's up to them. If this is the way the game's going, I'm going to lose a lot more friends. We're all going to lose a lot more friends in the game. Not just us, but across the board. Kixeye need to understand that there is certain things for certain players. There is certain things for other players. We're all going to fucking back each other up, and that's what I like about this community that we've built. We back each other up, even if sometimes I say something that's stupid and wrong. You have a go at me one week, but the next week you praise me, And it's nice to fucking have that. And I don't want to be right all the time. If I was right all the time, I'd be wrong all the time. That's the way I see it, because it isn't. It's about everyone's fucking passion for this game.
It's 50-50 sometimes, Silly, you know what I mean?
Of course it is. I enjoy a hard event, but I also say that the event, there shouldn't be one event for everyone. It shouldn't be that way. As much as I want the challenge, I know people that don't want a challenge, so they just want to grind out their event and get it done. It is what it is.
Just before you end your
just a quick announcement, City.
There's an announcement, you better read that out.
City, before you just said that then, right? Also say that as well, that people are complaining. Hang on, Evil. When people are complaining, the way City does the base, right?
They're not complaining about the way I do a base, bro.
No, what they're saying, right? Because I've corrected a couple of them, right? This is just because he can do it that way doesn't mean you can do it. You can add stuff to it. Do it your way. Just go. He gives you an idea how to do it. It's not just because he can do it, we can do the same. Everyone is different. Everyone's reactions are different. So if you think, well, hang on a minute, he's using a couple of them. You use add some more extra. Just do it and make your own way of doing it. Just try and relax with it. I know it is annoying. It fucking is annoying, right? Because when you see one person do it, you think, oh, I can do it like that. No, you can't do it like that. No one person is the same. Remember that.
Right, guys, just the last little announcement before we go any further.
And you
corrections to the release
make it up
notes.
there.
It looks like they didn't nerf the fucking Commandant this week. They're going to give us another maybe 2 weeks before they nerf it. Did not make it into the release as planned, but they will be in the release 12/20 release. I will be updating in the release notes as well. Fucking they knew it as well. They knew they was going to nerf it, and they knew the backlash they was going to get.
Or were they listening to what we were talking about?
I'm not. Look, Kixeye, listen. I know for a fact they listen. There's some poor fucker that pulls the short straw, and he's the guy that has to listen to us slagging them off all fucking night.
Okay, I'm gonna use an expression my dad always used to use. God bless him. They don't know their ass from their elbow.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Right, guys.
Is that why they always want their
I'm going to call it because I want to be able to relax and have a few beers.
No bother, but I just want to say one wee thing, if that's okay there. And that's it. But to Cheeky Monkey, Get
Singing gonna be coming.
Get back on the Discord and have a chat there, buddy. To hell with that
Do you know
out
what
carry
I
on
want
there.
back on the Discord? I want my Susie.
And Susie Q as well there. Get both of you back on there. To hell with that there. Things have
The
changed there,
profile
guys.
images are broken.
And do it now.
And do it now. Right, guys. Peace out. I love you all. I appreciate your time coming along and listening to us. Take care.
Party at
Bye bye.
Party at Forbidden Boost.
Yicky,
Forbidden
is that a
Boost Base.
banana in your pants?